Welcome to today Wethersfield High School Skating Eagles against the Manchester High School Indians. Both teams are on the ice warming up. The captains are talking to the officials, and we should be getting started momentarily. Wethersfield enters the contest with a record of 2-4. And Manchester, I believe, is winless at 0-5. We will be having starting lineup introduction shortly, followed by the singing of or playing of the national anthem.
trouble here with the it's focusing on that. Focusing on the netting, and everything, all the players are not. So I have to say far out of if I zoom in too close, it'll go on the player, and then it'll refocus on the netting.
Well, I was singing the national anthem, and we're getting ready for the drop of the puck. Teams are at each end getting ready. Captain's gonna have a quick little pep talk, and we'll have the face-off at center ice momentarily. Starting teams, starting lines are getting ready to meet at center ice for dropping of the puck. John Sobin, number 14, getting ready to take the puck, take the face-off against Manchester, number 6, Adam van der Call. And there's a face-off. Wethersfield controls. Ben Sikora skates it up, dumps it into the Manchester zone. John Sobin leaves it for Tony Sousa. Manchester regains possession, skates out. Justin Lord controls, shoots it back down. Tony Sousa intercepts. Shoots the puck behind the net. Ben Sikora dumps it in. They have a broken stick on the ice. Mike Sanzabrino is out on the ice for Wethersfield. Puck scramble in front of the Manchester goal. Good pressure by the Wethersfield Eagles. So we'll have a face-off in the Manchester zone. Mike Sanzabrino getting ready to take the face-off with Joe Kopsak and Clint Lynn. The other forwards with Sam Pontacoloni and Carl Hawkins on D. Wethersfield controls. Shot goes wide. Manchester dumps it behind the goal. Out to Carl Hawkins, blasts it in from the point. Puck controlled by Manchester. Manchester dumps it into the Wethersfield zone. Carl Hawkins going in after it. Joe Kopsak with the puck. To Mike Sanzabrino, who loses it. Manchester regains. We have a 2-on-1. Manchester content to dump it in. Sam Pontacoloni takes a big hit. Manchester gets a good shot. Wethersfield better watch those. Nick Frechette, number 23, chases after the puck. Manchester blasts it in, harmless shot. And the puck comes out all the way, icing is waved. Patrick Moridi pressuring. Matt Gunn with the puck for Wethersfield D. John Cronin out on D, breaks up the flow. Nick Frechette dumps it in. Matt Gunn unable to keep it in. gains possession. Patrick Moridi. Manchester controls. Matt Gunn breaks up the play. And Pat Moridi skates it out. And John Sobin after it. Controls the puck for a minute. Manchester tries to dump it out. And you have a stoppage in play for a hand pass. So we have a face-off outside the Manchester zone. John Sobin, get ready to take the face-off. There's the face-off. Manchester controls, skates it in. Manchester unable to do much with it. Puck comes out of the Wethersfield zone. Manchester dumps it back in. Greg Donahue plays the puck and plays it out. And we'll have a face-off in the Wethersfield zone. The goalie knocking the puck out of play is not a penalty in high school sports, high school hockey. Ben Score with the puck. Tony Sousa. Out to John Sobin. He dumps it down in. Matt McDonald behind the net. It's pinned along the boards. Ben Sikora breaks up the play. Matt McDonald, Ben Sikora. Tony Sousa and Ben Sikora. Manchester controls. Wethersfield able to keep it in. Manchester regains, skates in. Sam Pontecalone upended. Wethersfield unable to clear. Clears his own. Manchester controls. Carl Hawkins tried to connect with Clinton Lynn, unable to. Sam Pontecalone with the puck. Clinton Lynn. And Joe Kopsak tries an interception, controls it. Behind the net. Clinton Lynn. Battle along the boards. Wethersfield tries to center in front of the ice. Clinton Lynn controls, shoots it in on net, goes wide. Joe Kopsak dumps it in behind the net. Puck rolling along the boards. Clinton Lynn. Joe Kopsak. St. Pontecalone controls and keeps the puck in. Joe Kopsak. The puck. It's Clinton Lynn. Clinton Lynn controls, tries to center it. Joe Kopsak tries a quick shot. And Manchester controls and skates out. And dumps it in. And content with dump it in and have a line change. There's Sam Pontecalone skating it in. Try to connect with Carl Hawkins. A little too wide for him. Gets dumped out. Patrick Morini blasts it in. Chris D. And Nick Frechette out there. John Corona on D with Matt Gunn. Wethersfield able to dump it back in. Line change. Matt Gunn. A little too hard for Matt McDonald. And John Sobin skates in. Tony Sousa. And Mac McDonald. That was set up by John Sobin carrying the puck in, feeding off to Tony Sousa, who fed Matt McDonald, who poked it in past the Manchester goalie. So at 7 minutes left in the first period, Wethersfield takes a 1-0 lead. Good play. So you have a goal and 2 assists on that play. We'll wait for the official announcement. Manchester breaks in. And we have a stoppage of play as the goal comes off its mooring. Mike Sanzarino taking a face-off. Manchester coach dumps it in. Wethersfield controls. Joe Kolpsek dumps it out. Chases in after the Manchester player. Wethersfield unable to keep it in. Ben Score with the puck. It's Justin Lord. Yeah. Manchester gains possession, skates out. Justin Lord. And we say Wethersfield's going to get called for a penalty. It's too many people just watching the play and not taking the body. You have to take the body, Wethersfield. So at 6:04, 6 minutes and 4 seconds left in the first period. Manchester will go on a power play. The faceoff will remain in a Wethersfield zone. So number 17 for Manchester, Wayne Parker, the face-off. Wethersfield gets control and dumps the puck out. Wethersfield having trouble with the puck along the boards there. John Sobin with the puck. Wethersfield unable to clear the puck out of the zone after having it 2 possessions. Wethersfield in their box. Out to the point. Greg Donahue controls. Wethersfield controls. Tony Sousa. John Sobe with a blast off of Manchester players' pads. Ben Sikora, John Sobin. Sobin blasts it in. John Corona dumps it in. Tony Sousa going in after it. Tried to set up McDonald. The puck just a little out of Matt's reach. But the puck comes out and hits a Manchester player and goes out of play. So the face-off will be in a Wethersfield, in Manchester zone. Get Patrick Moridi getting ready to take the face-off. Wethersfield keeps it in. There's Patrick. Oh, puck comes out. Matt McDonald's out there. So we have 20 seconds left in the penalty. Manchester dumps the puck in. John Marino able to get the puck out of the Wethersfield zone. Matt McDonald. And Wethersfield kills the penalty. John Corona into the corner after the puck. Nick Frechette. Wethersfield Manchester controls. Try to center it. Unable to keep it in. Puck is out of harm's way. Carl Hawkins to Matt McDonald to Nick Frechette with Patrick Moridi. Let's get Frechette and McDonald. Gonna freeze the puck along the boards, and we'll have a face-off. Wethersfield changes up. The Eagles did a good job of killing off the penalty. 3 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first period. Eagles 1-0. Ben Sikora, point. Shoots, puts wide. Flint Lynn. Ben Sikora controls. Dumps the puck back in. Wethersfield had to clear the zone, or else offsides. And Wethersfield does get called for the offsides as the puck came in and out real quick. Cleveland did not see that it came out and pursued the puck, touched it, and we get the offsides. So have a face-off right outside the Manchester zone. Manchester controls. Justin Lord. Puck comes out to Manchester zone, point. So Kopsak dumps it out. Manchester shooting some rockets in from the point, but Greg able to see them, no problem, deflect them off to the side. Crunching going out there. And Wethersfield dumps the puck out of his play, forcing a face-off. John Sobin with the face-off. We got Tony Sousa out there. Matt McDonald. Yeah, Sam Pantacloni. Matt McDonald. Wethersfield's just having trouble controlling the puck. There's Sam Pantacloni, comes up with it. Up to Matt McDonald. To Sobin. Gets dumped. Carl Hawkins. Matt McDonald. Wethersfield just trying to make passes, and they're jumping off their sticks, off their skates. There are 19 seconds left. Sam Pontaclone dumps it in. Christie intercepts, dumps it in. His pursuit. John Corona. And Matt Gunn controls. Tries to feed Chris D. Intercepted by Manchester, dumps it in. Matt Gunn along the boards. We've got 35 seconds left. Wethersfield controls. .24 seconds left. The puck gets dumped down into the Wethersfield zone. Matt Gunn controls, pulls up along the boards. No icing as the puck hit a Manchester player. Three seconds left. And that's the end of the first period. So after one period, Wethersfield. So both teams talk it over during the break between first and second period. Like I said, Wethersfield 1-0 on a goal by I believe it's Matt McDonald, assisted from John Sobin and Tony Sousa. Wethersfield's play is a little ragged here after the first period. So a lot of missed checks, a lot of missed pucks. Wethersfield's going to have to do a better job and put better job of controlling the puck, passing, crisp passing, if they want to win this game. Even though they're up 1-0, they've had some good scoring chances. He's going to have to pick up the intensity a little bit. It's good to see some Wethersfield faithful here, students and parents, on an afternoon game. Shot in. Wethersfield with a few chances, unable to cash in. Justin Lord, Ben Sikora, John Sobin skates it in. John Sobin tries to feed it through a crowd, unable to. Wethersfield controls. Gets shot through the crease, but unable to go in. Tony Sousa. And we have a face-off. Wethersfield buzzing around the net, putting a lot of pressure, but unable to get it through all those skates that were in front of the net. It's a good way for the Eagles to start the first period. Let's hope they can keep up this intensity. So, just a little less than a minute gone in the second period. The line change, you got Matt Gunn out there. Wethersfield, Manchester controls and shoots the puck out. John Corona pulls up behind the net, along the boards. Manchester controls and dumps it in. Matt Gunn to Clint Lynn, but unable to put his stick on the puck, and we have an icing. Puck comes all the way back down into the Wethersfield zone. Eagles got to be a little more aggressive here. It seems like they're trying to dump the puck a little too much instead of taking it and skating it out, taking that extra couple steps. Wethersfield clears the zone. Clint Lynn along the boards. Sandwiched in between two Manchester players. Manchester at the puck. And dumps it out. Puck comes all the way out, and we have an icing call on the Manchester. Well, this time the puck comes all the way down into the Manchester zone. Joe Kopsak, Mike Sanzerbino, Clint Lynn, Matt Gunn, and John Corona. Wethersfield dumps it in. Mike Sanzerbino going in after it. John Corona keeps it in. And again, dumps it in. Manchester unable to control. We got a shot. The Eagles got to be a little more aggressive running the net. That the Manchester goalie had the puck and then dropped it. The Eagles have got to get a little hungrier there for that puck there. Go after that puck and control it and score. Patrick Moridi. St. Ponteclone shoots it in on goal. Wethersfield looks a little ragged out there. Should have been easy control and skate out, resulted in Manchester controlling and taking the puck in. Manchester, point, shot in. St. Ponteclone dumps it, controls and dumps. For another icing. So both teams are content on icing the puck. Quite a few whistles. Manchester controls to their point. St. Ponteclone to John Sobin. Carl Hokins on D. Sobin regains possession along the boards. Manchester clears. Gets John Sobin, skates it in. Tony Sousa trying to set up his point. Intercepted by Manchester. Wethersfield able to keep it in. Manchester has it up and puck comes out and in and out for offsides. So with 10 minutes and 59 seconds left in the second period, Wethersfield holding on to a 1-0 lead. Yeah, Patrick Moridi, Nick Frechette, and Chris D out as forwards. Frechette shoots the puck in. Then Skorak, D throws the puck. Chris D Patrick Moridi. Wethersfield dumps it in. Justin Lord with a Patrick Moridi. And a Manchester goalie content to let it roll down his chest and into his knee pads. And then a face-off will be in the Manchester zone. Face-off. Manchester. Controlled by Patrick Moridi. Nick Frechette along the boards. Puck gets dumped behind the net. Manchester comes out with it. No. Now they come out with it. And Patrick Moridi intercepts. Patrick's having a good game. Manchester with the puck. And then Sakura. Manchester goes for line change. Puck's bouncing around. Nice save by Greg Donahue. Now, Wethersfield having trouble here controlling their puck. This small ice surface, you got to make quick, short, precise passes. Try the long passes. The defender doesn't have to travel too far to break it up. You got to play that Boston Bruins style, the old Garden style with the small rink. Short, quick passes. Yeah, Joe Kopsak controls. Tries a shot in from the blue line. Hits a Manchester player. Sam Pontacoli breaks it up. And Sam skates on. 2-on-2. Puck is floating around. Manchester controls and able to get it out of the harm's way. Mike Sanzabrino skates it in. Just out of the reach of Joe Kopsak. Mike Sanzabrino. Clint Lynn. Manchester goalie almost put it in himself. Sam Pontacoli. Wethersfield is just standing around, bunched up, watching the play. Come on, Eagles. John Corona skates the puck up. John Sobin. That's connected. Tony Sousa. Nice breakout. Nice break. John Corona, nice break, defensive play. Then Sakura. John Sobin. It's taken down, no call. Then Sakura controls and keeps the puck in. Wethersfield's players getting taken down. That was definitely a takedown, a whole takedown, but no calls. No icing, its puck goes on goal. John Sobin, unable to Big save. Nick Frechette. Tries to center. It's taken down. Manchester breaks out. And Greg Donahue with the save. As Wethersfield got caught on a slow change. So 6 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second period. Wethersfield hold on to 1-0 lead. Patrick Moridi gets it out to Chris D. And Nick Frechette. Just behind Nick. Carl Hawkins. Manchester controls, try to set it up in front. Broken up by San Pantaclone. Takes a Manchester player out. And Wethersfield content with the icing. So the puck will come all the way back down into the Wethersfield zone. Wethersfield and Manchester both get a line change out there. And Mike Sansobrino get ready to take the face-off. Point Lynn. We have a 3-on-3 breakout. Point Lynn gets taken to the boards. Wethersfield controls and Wethersfield dumps it in. Clinton Lynn. Justin Lord. Mike Sansobrino. Lensico shoots it in. Try to get a deflection in. Wethersfield breaks out. Manchester breaks out and gets called for the icing. Oh, 4 minutes and 13 seconds left. Score remains 1-0, Wethersfield. John Sobin takes face off. John Corona dumps it in. That gun. Wethersfield giving up too many chances here. They're not taking the body. They're just content on getting rid of the puck and trying to play with the stick instead of the body, and they're paying the price for it. Wethersfield not taking the body, not controlling the puck. Matt Gunn passes it off, regains possession. Almost had a 3-on-2 breakout. controls, passes the puck out. John Sobin. Sobin skates in. Wethersfield unable to do anything with it. Now Wethersfield looks like going to be going on defensive again as they get called for a penalty. So with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. St. Ponticelli gets a 2-minute penalty. Wethersfield controls. Joe Kopsak shoots it in. Manchester's on a power play, regains, tries to skate it out. Right along the boards, Manchester controls, skates it out to the point. And Mike Sansabrino controls it, shoots it up. Justin Lord controls and brings it back in. Mike Sansabrino gets taken down, no call. Wethersfield regains, shoots it out. Back to Manchester. And Manchester scores. Look, Wethersfield was standing there watching. Only a matter of time, so with 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the second period, Manchester scores on a power play. So, score tied 1-1. John Sobin. Matt McDonald along the boards. John Sobin. John Sobin controls the puck. Ben Sikora on D. On Wethersfield, unable to get any momentum going here. So we have 28 seconds left in the second period. Face off in the Manchester zone. Hawkins. John Corona. Carl Hawkins dumps it in. Puck comes off the Manchester player. Manchester clears. 10 seconds left. John Corona dumps it in. Joe Kopsak dumps it in. Manchester goalie. And that's the end of the second period. Hey, Wethersfield generated some more shots on that goalie there. I think they'd be well ahead, but they're having trouble. They're all kind of a little sluggish. It must have been a tough day in school. So now the teams leave the ice, and for a break between the second and third period, and we'll have the ice. What's that? Start of the third period. Score tied 1-1. Got John Sobin, Matt McDonald, Tony Sousa out there for the Eagles, Ben Sikora and Justin Ward out on D. Ben Sikora controls, dumps it out. John Sobin. Tony Sousa control, keeps it in. Manchester skates it out. No goals. They ran around him. Wethersfield controls, dumps it out. Tony Sousa chases it after it. Wethersfield controls, shoots in. A little confusion out there. One referee had his hand up but didn't blow the whistle immediately after Wethersfield touched it. Got Ben Sikora and John Corona out on D. Joe Kopsak out there. Mike Sansabrino. Wethersfield dumps it in. Manchester controls. John Corona, Flint Lynn. And Wethersfield tried to stuff the puck in. Mike Sansabrino unable to get the puck over to sprawling Manchester goalie. Carl Hawkins dumps it back in. Nick Frechette off his stick. Tries centering it. Chris Steed loses it in his skates. John Corona. Behind the net to Chris D. John Corona. Behind the net to Patrick Moridi. John Corona. Catch him ready. Nick Frechette. John Corona dumps it back in. Carl Hawkins takes the body to the Manchester player. John Corona skating it out, dumps it in, and we'll go off on a line change. John Sobin goes behind the net. Matt McDonald. Justin Lord just beyond his reach. Behind the net to Ben Sikora. Got a foot race here. Tony Sousa and the goalie. John Sobin, Justin Lord, off of a Manchester player. Greg Donahue gets out of the zone. Matt McDonald, John Sobin. Wethersfield trying to backhand the puck in. Unable to. John Sobin controls. Taken out by a Manchester player. Puck along the boards. Then Sikora dumps it in. John Sobin. Justin Lord blasts it in, enable it. And Manchester clears the puck out. Ben Sikora with the puck. And Matt McDonald. Matt dumps it in. Clint Lynn after it. Ben Sikora shoots it in. And we have a penalty here. And a penalty is against Manchester, so the Eagles get their first power play of the evening. Wethersfield puts out their power play unit. Sam Ponzacone controls, John Corona. Well, Manchester controls and is able to dump it out. The Eagles got to pass that puck around. They're standing around waiting for the puck. You got to pass it around, open it up the lanes. And what is he going to call for the icing? Looks like it's got a minute 37 seconds left. Put the face-offs in the Wethersfield zone. Wethersfield controls, Ben Sikora. Slices skated out. Dumps it in, down in. Wethersfield just standing there. Shot goes wide. John Corona at the point keeps it in. John Sobin. Ben Sikora from the point. Lifts one over the goalie's shoulder. That's 8:16 in the third period. And Ben Sikora from the point. It's the way to use the point. It's Ben Sikora's second goal of the season. Like I was saying, you got to spread the team out because they're short-handed. Pass the puck around and take a shot in on goal. So at 8 minutes and 16 seconds left in the third period, Wethersfield goes up 2-1. I don't know if there was any assists. They're not announcing them. And we had an offsides. Face off outside the Wethersfield zone. Mike Sanzarino. Joe Kopsak. Manchester dumps it in and gets called for an offsides. Or an intentional offside or icing. I guess it's an icing, folks. Puck comes all the way back down. So the face-off will be down in the Manchester zone. It's just under 8 minutes left. Manchester dumps it behind the boards. Ben Sikora keeps it along the boards. Clint Lynn. Battle along the boards. And we'll have another face-off down in the Manchester zone. John Corona and Carl Hokins out on D. Mike Sanzarino on center. Manchester controls, skates it out. Puck gets left out. Not controlled by the Wethersfield D. And Greg Donahue has to make the save. Come on, guys, you got to keep that stick on the puck and skate it out. Nick Frechette, face off out to the Manchester point. Off of Chris D. Limping off the ice. But Manchester shoots the puck out of play, so a face off. And it'll give Wethersfield a chance to put a new player out. As Chris took a pretty good one there. But he'll be all right. I got John Sobin. Ben Sikora, Tony Sousa, Manchester controls, and the puck comes out. Manchester dumps it back in. John Sobin skates up and out. Matt McDonald. John Sobin. Manchester regains. can't keep it in, so Manchester has to clear the zone. The crowd thought there was going to be a penalty call there, but just a stoppage in play, and a face-off just outside center ice. Just a little under 6 minutes left to go. Wethersfield holding on to a 2-1 lead. Mike Sanzabrino. St. Pantacloni back in after serving his penalty. Mike Sanzabrino rushes the puck in along the boards. Manchester controls. Dump it in. Some low boards along the players' benches, and players are flying in and out. Clint Lynn, Joe Kopsak. Joe Kopsak with the puck. John Corona. And looks like Joe Kopsak with the rebound. Blasts one in. That's the way to go, Eagles. Put some pressure, put some shots on that goalie. And the result will be scoring goals. So looks like Joe Kopsak got that one there. Not sure if he got an assist from Clint Lynn. So with just over 5 minutes to go, 5:04 left in the third period. Eagles jump out to a 3-1 lead. The Eagles are playing much better hockey here in the third period. Coaches must have gave him a pretty good pep talk. Probably more like a riot act. Manchester controls. St. Pantacloni takes Manchester player out. St. Pantacloni with the puck along the boards. Chris Dees back in the game. Nick Frechette along the boards. Patrick Moridi gets a stick on the play. Chris Dees was able to get the puck out. Manchester. Patrick Moridi dumps it out. Nick Frechette skates in, going after it. Gets taken out by a much larger Manchester player. Nick's a tough little guy. So we have a 3-on-2. But Wethersfield able to get back. John Corona. No go. No go. No go. No go. Net was off the mooring. Net was off the mooring. Referee whistled it. No goal. To the displeasure of the Manchester crowd. So with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left, score remains 3-1 Wethersfield. Face-off will be outside the Wethersfield zone. Matt McDonald. Ben Sikora. It's called for the ice. So 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Wethersfield up 3-1. Face off down the Wethersfield zone. John Sobin looks to face off. Matt McDonald on a skates in. And And Wethersfield on the board again. John Sobin getting the rebound on a breakaway by Matt McDonald. Good hustle by Matt, getting a shot in on the Manchester goalie who was having trouble controlling the rebound. And then John came along right behind him and tucked it in. So at 3:34 left in the third period, Wethersfield goes up to a 4-1 lead. All right, Eagles, that's the way to play. It's the way to play, Eagles. Mike Sansabrino takes the face-off. Manchester controls. Sam Pantacloni, shoulder into the Manchester player. John Corona, Joe Kupsak. Joe dumps it in. Clint Lynn. And 3-on-2 Manchester. Greg Donahue with the pad save. John Corona dumps it out. But too many lines, and they get another icing. So with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left, Wethersfield up 4-1. Patrick Moretti getting the face-off. Ryan Lair out there. Ryan's been getting a regular shift out on the ice today. Battling along the boards. Manchester able to keep it in. Dumps it in. John Corona. Manchester getting high with the elbows, but the referees don't want to call it. Sam Pantacloni skates in. John Marino out there for Wethersfield. Sam Pantacloni. Takes out two Manchester players. Come on, Sam, you got to clear the zone, Sam. And we get an offsides. Game's getting a little out of control here as the referees aren't calling any penalties, and the elbows are starting to come up from a frustrated Manchester team. Hey, Nick Frechette. Justin Lord. Greg Donahue screen, but still able to make the save. Chris D clears the zone. Rob Kiley out there. Rush along the boards. Nick Frechette gets taken down. There's Carl Hawkins on D. Got just a little over a minute left. Nick Frechette out there. Carl Hawkins battling. Chris D. Puck along the boards. Bob Kiley. Number 12 out there, I think it might be Jim Corrigan. Out on D. 30 seconds left in the period. Nick Frechette gains possession, skates it out. Pulls up. Tries to dump it off to Chris D. Manchester unable to get the puck out. Ryan Lair back out there, battling on the boards. Chris D tries to feed a Manchester player. Gets taken out by a Manchester player. So it's 7 seconds left. Face off out there. Had a stoppage in play because the net came off the net. And the net came off the mooring. Getting a little tongue-tied here. And there we have a countdown. 5 seconds to go. Net gun, blasts one in and just wide. So, and that's the end of the game. So Wethersfield came out with go ahead 1-0. Manchester tied it with a few minutes left in the second period. But the Wethersfield Eagles came out storming in the third period. They had a real good first shift on the ice where they kept the puck down in front of the net. Were unable to score, but I think they got some momentum out of that. And then were able to jump out to the lead with a slap shot from Ben Sikora from the point. And then we had another goal from Joe Kopsak. And another one, fourth goal by John Sobin to close out the scoring. So, final score here at Bolton. Wethersfield High School Hockey Eagles 4 and the Manchester Indians 1. That's the third victory for the Eagles against 4 losses. The next game will be this coming Saturday, probably at the Cromwell Rinks, Champions Rink in Cromwell against Rocky Hill, where they hope to even out their record at 4-4. Hope you enjoyed the game. I'd like to thank Dan Warner for his excellent camera work. And this is your announcer, Ted Sikora. Have a good evening, and we'll see you at the next game. Thanks.